One of the hardest parts of healing is accepting what you wanted so badly to change. Accepting that some people may never love you correctly. Accepting that apology may never come. And accepting that closure does not always arrive in the way that you hoped for. And honestly, acceptance hurts. Because before acceptance come grief. The grief of what could have been. The grief of what you deserved. And the grief of realizing you were fighting for people who were no longer fighting for you. But healing cannot begin while we're still emotionally negotiating with reality. At some point, I had to stop asking why. Why they left, why they hurt me, why they couldn't choose me correctly. And instead, I started asking myself a different question. How do I heal from this without losing myself? And the answer was not overnight, because healing takes time. It takes boundaries. It takes self-awareness. It even takes accountability. And sometimes it takes distance. And most importantly, it takes acceptance. Acceptance that not everyone has the emotional capacity to meet you where you are. Acceptance that love cannot force growth. Acceptance that some people will never fully understand the pain that they have caused. And acceptance that your worth was never dependent on their ability to see it. So yes, I forgive. But forgiveness does not mean I allow the same pain back into my life. Forgiveness does not mean access. It also doesn't mean reconciliation. And it doesn't mean I stop protecting my peace. Forgiveness simply means I no longer want resentment controlling my spirit. And maybe that's why I speak about healing the way I do. Not because I studied in the textbook, but because I lived it. I know what betrayal feels like. I know what abandonment feels like. I know what rejection feels like. And also, I know what it feels like to slowly rebuild yourself after all of that. So, if I ever help another woman heal, it won't come from theory. It would come from experience, from survival, from walking through the darkness myself. And maybe that's what makes healing so powerful. When your pain becomes wisdom instead of bitterness. And that's where I'm finally arriving.